people in the beginning was like, they were trying to set you up on some sex shit. Like they were doing exactly what the fuck they were supposed to be doing at that quote unquote protest. Because for them, it wasn't nothing but a fucking party any goddamn way. And they thought that I was gonna get there and party with them. And I didn't.
Had the wrong chick that night. The wrong chick. I told y'all.
That explains all the stuff that was happening on the Zooms too.
Nothing to do with no acting.
Right.
All that nudity on the Zoom calls, all that in the tubs on the nude calls, and all that stuff y'all was doing. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that part. I wasn't in those calls, but you know.
Yeah, we weren't part of those.
You were, people's money to go and party.
Like I said, I didn't want to talk about none of that stuff because I was going to leave it alone. Especially dealing, I mean, you know, the Alicia stuff and all that. I was going to leave
that
stuff
alone. But it's a conversation that needs to happen because at this point, too many people are accusing this person. And it's just like I said with Cuban, right? It's just like I said with Cuban.
I
didn't even know that.
They didn't even help her out. Because Vixen, you still in the same place. I seen you since I known you.
Hell, I mean, I even supported her business even after she did what the fuck she did to me. If y'all remember, I would say, you know, I don't fuck with her, but she got some good ass fucking soaps. Still go shop with her.
Yeah. I'm just mad that, like I said, I feel like I am the reason she was even around Stephanie. The same thing go for you too, Alicia. I brought y'all to Stephanie. And y'all try to throw this black woman under the bus. They ain't been doing nothing but trying to give people opportunities at this point.
About on this app, but I will say this because I feel like this part at least needs to be said. Either these women, especially if you're going to believe that I'm lying on I Speak, either all of us are lying or none of us are fucking lying. And at this point, my question is, if y'all are lying on this man, why? Because y'all told people that I Speak did this to y'all. Nobody asked y'all for this information. And I'm talking about Cuban and Vixen when it comes to me anyway. I didn't ask y'all for this information. Both of y'all volunteered this shit. But I think this is the reason that Vixen is upset with me is because and you know from being on that phone call, Blaze, I told her when she told us that night in detail, lying or none of us are fucking lying. That Vixen is upset with me is because and you know from being on that phone call, Blaze, I told her when she told us that night in detail what happened to her, I told her I knew you were lying from the beginning.
Me, because they knew I was in the same group as her when I was on the Zooms with Alicia, they told me straight up, do not trust Vixen.
You know what I mean? People came to me, told me not to trust Vixen. I mean, like I said, my antennas was up on her when I heard that audio come out because when she made that audio or whoever she was talking to, I forget who even put it out there. I didn't know who she was.
Right.
I only knew of her story. I didn't know who she was. I used to get her confused with another creator that used to be on my page. I can't even remember her name. Was it Miss Lollipop or something like that? I used to get them two confused. And I didn't know who she was, and she was going off about Blaze this, Blaze, Alicia that. Like, who is this girl? And then I literally figured out she was police up to when
Yep.
And she tried to chalk it up to when I was using You Are My Content page and I wasn't really speaking on police's story.
Yeah.
And they thought I was working with Mo or whatever. She tried to chalk it up for that. But I never spoke down on police through that whole time. Even you remember, even in the group chat, I wouldn't let people speak down on police.
Yep.
like Double D, and we literally just had fun. I mean, like every place, we all have our ups and downs about it. But in all honesty, like, Tiffany with Double D was always trying to support us and see the good in us.
You're welcome to
So
come
I
on
don't
the
really
show.
have, anything bad to say about the network.
Did y'all get scammed out of any money? From
Oh,
nosy
Oh,
bystanders?
that's a real person.
no, no,
Look, look,
no, no,
please.
no, 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 not at all. We didn't get scammed.
Thank you very
No,
much.
no.
Okay. That's crazy. I mean, I don't understand like how I don't even know where this is coming from. Like it don't make no sense to me.
All
It
right,
just
I'm
seems
gonna tell you where it's coming from. First of
Well,
all,
Vixen is a liar. So
Karen and Cuban do not like Stephanie, so it's an all-out assault on Stephanie's character, and it's been that way. On Stephanie's character, and it's been that way. This is where most of it comes from.
but Stephanie's been nothing but genuine and authentic on this
And she
app.
works with Miss Double D. You already know how Cuban
Yeah,
feels about Miss Double D.
double
I'm not gonna try to curse. So on Flabby, you don't know us. We don't know you. But people who have interacted with us, and we for a long time, like Sobeys included, we've interacted with Blaze. They know who we are. We stay out of drama. We stay
It's not
neutral. But
Lisa. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
oh, no problem. But when it comes to the shit that Vixen was doing, put my foot down. I don't fuck with that kind of fuckery, because at the end of the day, I don't need motherfuckers that are like pennies. I just need quarters. So I'm not gonna play with somebody who's gonna fuck around with a group of people that I don't agree with. The same for me. So Flab, if you want to say some ish, you can always follow me, hit my DMs, and really explain your feelings, because I don't know who the fuck you are. But I'm gonna ride for people that ride for me, and I'm always gonna ride for Blaze.
and that's what I'm gonna say too. It's like, when I had my falling out with the group, like, I didn't have no issues with Pagan, Wet Lips, For You, or Nisi. Nisi tried to warn me, and I didn't listen to her, but I had no ill will. We just said our piece and we moved on. That was it. But I had no issues with it. But somebody did try to create issues with Nisi and me by telling me about the whole scholar thing. And so, that was what that person tried to do. So that created, like, me telling Blaze, like, how she was unblocking Scholar.
And once we figured out what was going on, her ass got cut off. Because we don't do the fake shit and we don't do the flip flopping. That's one thing we don't do. So once we realized what happened, her ass got gone. And you did the same thing when it came to Scholar. And I sent Blaze all those messages, and I sent Blaze the message, everything else. So the only person that I have to set anything straight with, that would be Blaze, because I ride for Blaze and Blaze only. Well, and Polisa. But y'all get what I'm saying. I don't flip flop. I stay where I'm at. Never have and never will. So cut this shit out, because I'm not the one to play with.
you don't get to victimize another victim just because you are a victim too. I would never do to them what they sitting back allowing to happen to me and doing to me.
And I ain't going to let it happen. And I'm telling you right now, Vixen, I'm not going to allow it. I'm not Polisa. I will put the truth out there.
Well, she already crossed the line, like I told you. She was on that call. I sent you the picture. She was on there. That was Vixen in the box. Because
On
she
what
don't know
call?
that me and her are mutuals on a page. We're still mutuals on a page that she don't know about.
Like I said.
And just to hear her and her husband sit there and fucking lie on me.
I didn't see the live. I
No,
didn't
I'm
see
talking
that.
about the recording that you played me of her and her husband lying
Oh.
on me.
Oh, okay.
Played me of her and her husband lying on me.
Oh, okay.
That shit was like damn, bitch. Like, I done gave you a lot of grace.
Both of
Because
us.
I was telling pull my finger from the very beginning. She's not being completely honest. And I'm always willing to give people a chance. Always willing to give people a chance.
You are the.
But baby, I saw from the beginning that you were not